Hey there guys, and welcome back to Alex Invest. So this is the video on XPEV and LI AUTO. But before I go into those, which were actually filmed yesterday, I just wanted to mention all three of those stocks, NEO, XPEV, and LI AUTO, went up huge today. XPEV went up so far in the market already 26%. And I do maybe see a little bit of a pullback from there, but for the most part, I think they're not going to go back down to what they were before. So yeah, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe if you like the video. Let's get into XPEV first here. All right, so let's take a look at XPENG now, or the ticker for that is XPEV, XPEV. So they're different from NEO because they already have their own factory, and they're manufacturing their cars in their own factory. And not only that, but they're building a second factory right now. So they'll have two fully functioning factories that belong to them solely. So I just want to point out what the CEO and chairman of XPENG said here. So he said that XPENG is the only new smart EV maker in China that has both self-owned and contracted plants. He says, "We are a firm believer that manufacturing is the foundation of smart cars." Now, who does that remind you of? Oh yeah, Tesla CEO Elon Musk literally says the same thing. He said the same thing on Battery Day. You can come up with an idea, it means nothing. The big thing behind it is the manufacturing and the scale you need. And XPENG is right up there. It's right there, and they're following in the footsteps of Tesla right now, which is huge. Why would you not follow in the footsteps of a $400 billion company, market cap company, and they're a couple $1 billion company here, that's already doing this. And they say their plants are highly automated, they're state of the art. They're similar to what Tesla's building, and I think it's genius. I think the CEO following in the footsteps of Tesla, you can't do much better than that. All right, so let's just look at the chart here for XPEV or XPENG. So at the beginning, this is the month chart. So at the beginning, we're at 1964, and right now we're at 33.53. Again, we see this massive run up here, right? In the past 2 weeks, essentially, like I was saying. But then here we see a bit of a drop again from the uncertainty coming up, right? China economy booming, right? But again, we don't see that drop down again like we saw in those ETFs. And that shows me, again, how much demand there is for these stocks, and this stock as well, just like NEO and just like LI, I'm going to show you soon. If we look at the 5-day here as well, I think $30 is a good place to buy in. I'm actually currently not invested in this company, but I want to be so badly. And I missed my chance right here at $30.95. I had a limit buy order for $30 and it missed by just nothing, really. 95 cents it missed by. And I really wanted to get in there, and I'm actually thinking even at $33.53, I don't think it's that bad of a price. All right, guys, so obviously we're the day after now. Just looking at the chart real quick. Today, massive run up. We're already at 33% up on this stock. So yesterday I said that I would maybe hop in at the 33.53 because I was so bullish on this stock, and I did end up hopping in actually after hours. So I got the price right here at 36.07, around that. And it just kept going from there. We're up 33% here already today. And a big reason that I decided to hop in actually after hours, which I don't usually like doing because I like to know the price that I'm getting for a stock, whether it's a market order or a limit, like a market order when the market's open, or a limit order. But I did end up putting a market order after hours in for this one. And I'll tell you guys why. They released earnings today, and I had a feeling they were going to be big, but I didn't realize how big they were going to be. Let me just go through some of these numbers here for you guys. So first of all, this is the first quarter as a publicly traded company that they released earnings. So that usually means that there's going to be upside if they perform in their earnings, which they did. The P7, which is one of their main vehicles, they delivered 6,000 of those, over 6,000 in the last quarter. This is up from a couple hundred that they released in the second quarter. Also, 98% of those vehicles have autonomous driving. And it's their first ever positive gross margin. So these numbers are massive, and that is why we're seeing this huge 33% jump in the company. Do I think it is too late to get in this company? Absolutely not. I see it climbing from here for sure. The price where I would maybe get in tomorrow, yes, I see maybe a bit of a pullback because this is just a little bit unsustainable going up this high. I would look at a price around $42 maybe. I don't think it's going to drop back down to 40, and we may even see more of a run up tomorrow. It's hard to say, but usually after these big run ups, I do like to wait for a red day or a little bit of a dip where I can buy into. Another big thing about this is they're competing with Tesla so well here. I mean, Tesla's Model 3 and their other models, they are in China right now being sold. And the fact that most of these buyers, they probably test drove the Tesla, and then they test drove the P7, which is the XPENG's vehicle, right? And they decided to go for the P7. So it just shows how much they're growing, and these numbers obviously show how much they're growing. I mean, 6,000 vehicles compared to a few hundred in one quarter is insane, and I do see that number climbing and climbing. So this is a big stock to watch. I would get into this one soon as well. Like I said, try and maybe buy on a dip. But that's all for now. All right, now let's look at Li Auto. So this company is a little bit different than the other EV companies because in their main car, which is an SUV, they actually have a small gasoline engine. Now, this engine acts as a generator, which basically recharges the battery, which is inside the EV. So then it can basically run for longer and go further. And I was a little bit skeptical of this, right? But their Li 1 SUV ranked top selling SUV in the new energy vehicle sector in China for September 2020. And if you look at that in more detail, they delivered more than 20,000 Li 1 SUVs over the last 10 months. That was 10 months prior to October 2020. And we can easily see this number increase in the next 10 months. I would say 1.5 times or more, depending on their growth here. So what's interesting is the Li 1 had higher insurance registrations for SUVs than the NIO's ES8 and Tesla's Model X for 10 consecutive months as well. So they basically outperformed Tesla and NIO in the SUV market, which is absolutely crazy. On November 2nd as well, they delivered 3,692 units for the month of October, which is again a new high for them within 1 month of selling cars. If they continue these new highs, their stock is going to grow massively in the next 10 months. Another interesting thing about this company is that they actually have cloud-based software updates just like Tesla. So the car updates automatically through the cloud when there's an update available. And we see again how basically these new companies here are using what the leaders have done before them, like Tesla, and implementing it into their own cars. Like Li Auto has the software updates through the cloud, just like Tesla, and XPENG has that manufacturing that they're trying to basically be on par with Tesla. So we see these stocks already creeping up to what Tesla has done before them, but they're doing it so much quicker and in so much better of a way, really, that they're going to be huge, just like Tesla is huge right now. And I still see massive growth for Tesla. So, all right, guys, so this is the day after. We're going to look at the chart here. I did have a video on the chart from yesterday, but I decided because of the big news today and the big run-ups and all these, I would redo this one. So again, here we can see And I said this in my video yesterday, when you see a run up in one of these, you usually see a run up in all of these. And we do see that 28% again today. I did mention in the video yesterday on the chart analysis that I do think that this is also a good price to get in. We had the down days in the past 5 days where we didn't see that with XPENG and NEO, and that's one of the reasons I thought, well, this one is also probably going to explode really soon here. If we look at the month again here, I just wanted to share again, we saw this massive run up again. Uncertainty, we weren't sure about the election, Chinese economy booming. Then we came down a bit. Here was a really good price to buy in. I bought in right around here at about $22, $23-ish. And I was actually waiting to buy more. I wanted this to go back down to around $24. It didn't. It spiked up like crazy today. And now we're at $32.10, which is insane. And from this chart, you can really see, even if you hopped in right here at the last all-time high at $28, sure, you had a week where you had some downturn, but if you held that, boom, now you're up again. What is it, about 15 or so percent, you know? So just goes to show you, really, you want to hop into these stocks as soon as you can, because they are going to keep making all-time highs. Do I, again, see a bit of a pullback here? Maybe, yes, I do. But from what I've said as well, you know, again, Li Auto, they're competing with Tesla, like I've mentioned, and they've got a new take on the whole thing with their hybrid engine, where they have the electric and a bit of a gasoline-powered engine in there. So I do also see this stock growing more. They're differentiating themselves in the market, you know. So it's going to be huge. Again, not much we can say about EPS here because we only have the 2019 data. But yeah, get into this stock soon. Maybe a little bit of a pullback, maybe around $30. But like I just said, even if you hop in at 32, in the long term, it's going to be higher. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for the video today. It is a little bit longer, but we did have XPENG and Li Auto in this stock price prediction. I do see both these stocks going higher in the future. So try and get in when you can. Look for a little bit of a pullback. But if not, that's okay too, because as long as you're investing for the long term, it's not going to matter. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. I have gotten a few comments, which is awesome. I have responded to those as well. And other than that, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.